What's up, everybody? Let's go. What y'all doing this Tuesday? Get in here, man. I've been waiting on this one for about a week, man. I had to do some other things, but I got this one loaded in the chamber. I've been waiting, man. You know what I'm saying? This is well thought of and well needed, man, coming from my perspective, man. First of all, man, Assalamu alaikum, man, to all the beautiful brothers, Muslim brothers and sisters all over the globe, man. I pray that y'all doing well, man. Peace to all my non-Muslim brothers and sisters. You know, the love go both ways, man. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. Start to your week. Let's get in here, man. I ain't gonna jump off on the topic till I see somebody tap in, man. Yeah. Like I said, you see the title is Parents Just Don't Understand. I think I told y'all last week I was gonna delve into this. But now I got the time, man. I was down there making some stuff snapping, man. I've been busy, man. But I had to get that out the way and some basmati rice. So I got that done. Now I'm here to have some fun. Let's go. First, man, if you listen, all right, we in there. If you ain't like subscribe to the Oddcast, my YouTube channel, man, we got a problem. All right, tell a friend. I love you for the support. Come on, man. Subscribing is free. Support your man. All right, after this, go over to YouTube. Check out my channel, the DA Oddcast. Rock with your boy. All right, I got my peoples up in here, man. As y'all see the title, tonight is Parents Just Don't Understand. You know what I'm saying? And I want, remember that song by Will Smith? You know, and Jazzy Jeff back in the day, Parents Just Don't Understand. Dun, 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 dun. All that, we remember that. But listen, I titled this live that because, like I said, I had this one in the chamber for a minute. You know, I just been compiling evidence and sitting back and just looking at things, man. I've been home 11 years. Anybody that rock with me know I did 20 in the feds. Been home 11. And, like I've talked on other videos about the death of the black family and, so on and so forth. One thing I recognized coming home was the hypersexuality of everyone. Everybody wants, oh, these kids are different. Everyone. The hypersexuality of everyone. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said today, we going to talk about Parents Just Don't Understand. All right? Because listen, it's a lot of PPPing going on out here. You remember when they had the COVID and everybody getting the PPP loans and getting back? It's still some PPPing going on out here, y'all. You know what that means? It's some piss poor parenting. All right? This whole live tonight, I'm not talking about the kids. I'm so tired of everybody saying the kids is the problem. The kids is out of control. The kids is wild. True indeed. I'm not saying they not. But what I'm saying is, it's a lot of piss poor parenting going on, man. I done watched 11 years of this shit. And I can compile my evidence. And I'm like, yo, what the problem is? The problem is these goofy ass parents. Yeah, and I'm going to get into that, man, right now. It's a lot of goofy-ass parents, like, for real. The amount, when I came home from prison in 2015, and the amount of young girls I seen going to school, I could see their vagina or their butt cheeks because they wearing leggings. If you was those parents, they need to take your fucking kids from you and send your ass over there to fight for Trump, especially if you voted for him. I couldn't think of no better irony. If you voted for him and you let your daughter walk around like that you need your kids taken from you, you need to go on the front line for that goofy ass. Why are you promoting this hypersexuality society that I came back to in 2015? Why as a parent are you promoting this? And I don't want to hear no shit about, it ain't nothing but this clothes and this, you know what I'm saying? And that's why they got sex education in the school, which I'll address shortly. It starts with the parents, man. There's some goofy ass parents out here. It's some piss poor parenting going on. And that's coming from a 55-year-old father of 4. I didn't get to raise my first 2 because I was in the feds for 20. But the last 2, I'm raising them. 9 and 8, about to be 10 and 9. And listen, man, they know pops don't go for none of that goofy ass. Number one, we Muslim. So, we going to conduct ourselves with the proper decorum and everything at all times. And if not, they gonna get checked about that. They know dad don't play that. Being nice and having manners, don't cost you a dime. You ain't got to learn nothing to be nice and say, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, no, sir. Manners and etiquette and morals is very big in Islam. My two sons know that, you know, but it's a lot. These parents, man, you letting your daughters walk around like that, you need your kids taken from you. For real. You know what I'm saying? Was you home in high school? You let your daughter walk ahead with the shorts all the way up. Only thing that is covering is her ass, barely. All her legs is out. I'm like, what is going on here? You know, I've been mentoring children, young adults since I've been home. So, you know, I got extensive experience talking to younger adults, man. You know, and the things they've told me about their parents. Their parents buy drugs for them, marijuana. Their parents get alcohol and let them get drunk in the basement because they want them rather to be at home than out and about. Listen, this shit is all horrible. This has contributed to the decay of the moral fabric of this fucking country. All right? These bullshit, raggedy ass parents, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where y'all went to school. I know it ain't no manual for parenting, but I'm all gonna give y'all a little blueprint, you know, that I know about parenting and that seemed to work, you know, expeditiously, as T.I. would like to say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know, first of all, a parent is his or her child's protector. Numero uno. That's your number one job. You are that child's protector. That child didn't ask to come to this world, man. You got to feed that child. You got to clothe that child. You got to protect that child. All right? That's your number one job as a parent. Your first fucking job. You are the protector of this young being. Number two, you are the provider. Protect and provider go hand in hand. They didn't ask to come here. They months old. You got to feed them. Your schedule's out of whack. Oh, well. They didn't ask to come here. Now your ass is up at 2 o'clock in the morning making warming up bottles. I loved all of that with all of my children. I loved all of that. You know what I'm saying? So let's get it straight. The first two things, you are the protector of your child. You are the provider of your child. The third thing, the parent is the child's teacher. If you don't teach your child what's what, guess what? When they walk out that door, you don't know who's going to teach them. You don't know it's some pedophile weirdo. You don't know it's some bisexual liberal. All this shit. Listen, they should not have sex education in the school. Kids shouldn't even be talking about fucking sex. When y'all allowed that dumbass shit in the school, now you see all these kids down they body, this, they, that. Listen, they shouldn't even be thinking about no sex as a child. This is the mentality of these parents. Oh, I want my child to express himself. All of that is cool and well, but a child shouldn't be thinking about sex when they're less than fucking 20 years old. Real talk. I mean, the first 10 years, you know what I'm saying, you just been on the planet. So how in the next 10 years, how do you go from an infant 1 day old to 10 years old? That's when you do most of your growing, from birth to 10 years old. How do you, okay, so now you're 10 years old. So how from 11 to 20 you become this hypersexualized individual that knows that they're gay or they're bi or where does this come from? This piss poor parenting, you know what I'm saying? Because this is not even on the child's list at this time and age. If you was teaching and instructing them right. If you was their protector, you was their provider and their teacher, you know what I'm saying? All this shit, they would have a firm grasp of what is expected and how you conduct your household. They wouldn't go ahead and come out, oh, I think I'm gay because of the propaganda, because you're allowing these type of ideas into the school. No, you're your child's teacher. So understand something. All you parents that ain't taught your child shit, guess what? You don't know what's in their head. But you about to find out. So it's like a jack in the box. You don't know what's going to pop out. But these are the first three roles of every parent, man. You are the protector, the provider, and the teacher. And then last, once this child grows up and sees why you was the way you were, and this child becomes an adult and has a child, whether married, boy, whatever, that's when you become your child's friend. Y'all got it fucking backwards. You want to be your child's friend now. That's why these kids is bad as shit, don't know nothing. Because you stuck. You stuck in your high school reverie. You still want to talk about how many touchdowns you scored in high school. Champ giving up. That's been 20 years ago. Get your ass on that forklift. You got to go to work. You know, homegirl, you ain't the homecoming queen no more. You 40 pounds heavier. Go on to work or lose some weight, man. Trying to be your kid's motherfucking friend because you lost in the sauce is a recipe for disaster. That's why these kids talk to their parents the way they fucking want. Totally disrespectful. That's why these kids be all in their parents' fucking business. Like, when did kids start getting in the door business? All this shit I've noticed when I came home 11 years ago. Like, and I said, listen, yeah, these kids are like this because these parents are like this. Letting your kids walk around half naked, letting your kid talk to you. Oh, I'm just letting them express. They said, listen, expressing yourself and talking back every time you say something to your child is two different things. That's why I said there's a lot of piss poor parenting going out here. A lot of enabling and all that. And do you wonder why this generation, as we look at it, as older people look at it like, oh, they some shit. Or they ain't focused. Because the parents ain't got no formula. The parents want to be their kid's fucking friend. Nah. I'm my adult children's friend now. I'm my adult children's friend. My daughter's 33, my son will be 30. I'm their friend. I didn't get to raise them. My little ones, they know I'm the protector, I'm their provider, and I'm their teacher. That's what we're in right now. Friend and all that, no, they got little 8, 9-year-old friends. When dad said it's time for bath, time to get a haircut, time to go to bed, it's a rizat. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to be your friend at 9 or 10 years old. I'm here to make you a man and teach you how to be an honorable man, a well-mannered man. So when you become a father, you'll understand the things I showed you and taught you. Then that's when pops become your friend and help you with your child when I become pop. All this being your friend when kids know, y'all fuck the whole formula up. So parents got to correct this. You want to keep hollering about the kids? No, you parents got to correct it. Kids only follow and do what you allow them. So if you letting them talk back to you, you buying them weed and buying them alcohol. Listen, man, I don't even know how any parent can think in the eyesight of God this is some type of righteous behavior. Like, real talk. Real fucking talk. Like, these parents out here need their ass. Like I said, they need their kids taken, and their ass need to be on the front line over there in Iran. Real talk, man. You out here having, and then keep having kids, and then you got 3 or 4 of these little bad motherfuckers that you ain't taught nothing, letting them run wild. You got 2, 3 daughters wearing leggings and all that, overdeveloped, and you ain't saying nothing to them, letting them run wild. And then you want to act surprised when they turn up pregnant as teenagers. Yo, if you knew better, you do better. Now y'all know better. That's why I said parents just don't understand. I don't know what y'all done got into since I've been gone, but y'all got to get y'all little playbook together a little better than this, man. These kids are running amok, man, because y'all done dropped the fucking ball. Y'all done dropped the ball. You know, you got the kids collaborating on what's going on in the house. Like, listen, I remember my father told me something. He said, parenting is a dictatorship disguised as a democracy. You give the kids the options. They think they got options, but you give them the options. It's a fucking dictatorship. You don't pay shit here. I'm paying the real. I'm paying the bills. I'm feeding you. You know what I'm saying? I'm teaching you this is what you're going to have to do when you get grown. So I don't know why the fuck y'all letting these kids have input and shit. Then you wonder why the kid talk back and all that stupid ass shit. Yo, parents, y'all gotta wake up, man. Y'all asleep at the wheel and this shit just getting worse because the parenting is getting worse. I went to have lunch with I'll give you an example. I went to have lunch with my boys the other day, right? And I walked in and I counted no less than 20 kids running around in the cafeteria with fucking Crocs on. Including my 2 sons. This is what I'm talking about, piss poor parenting. You might think, oh, that's not something. Listen, Crocs is fucking house attire. Crocs, they can be beach attire if you go on the beach. You know what I'm saying? But other than the beach and in the house, they're not fucking outerwear. I get so sick of seeing these young men getting out of a car, ass hanging all out because their pants are sagging, and they wearing fucking Crocs. You know what I'm saying? So listen, you're not even prepared for nothing. That's just a perpetual state of laziness. If a motherfucker jump on your ass, you got on Crocs, oh well. But this is the mentality because this piss poor parenting generations just letting these kids walk out wearing anything. These motherfuckers wear pajamas more than they wear clothes. I understand Spirit Week and all this other stuff they go on in school. That's cool. But these kids is wearing Crocs and fucking pajamas all year round. Piss poor parenting, man. Yeah, parents gotta do better, man. You gotta stop being so selfish, man. You gotta get back to, like I said, being your child's protector, provider, teacher, and then they friend, man. You got the order all out of fucking whack, and that's why these kids is out of whack, man. You know what I'm saying? How these kids are your most precious things. You call them your babies, but you let your baby daughter walk around half-ass naked like a prostitute. If you don't think wearing leggings is dressing like a prostitute, you got a mental fucking problem. You got a mental problem, because the first thing you want to holler is an older dude say something to your 12, 13-year-old daughter. Oh, you're a pervert. Yeah, and you a goddamn pimp. Letting your daughter walk around like that. You know what I'm saying? He wrong for looking at her young ass, and her young ass wrong for walking around looking like a hoe, because you let her walk out here like that. So let's stop all, parenting is so important, so fundamental to the development of children, that when you see a lack of parenting, you see an escalation of criminal activity, you know what I'm saying, non-productive activity, early pregnancies, incarceration. You see all this shit. But we sitting there want to keep hollering about the white man and this man and that man. I know the Muslims don't have that problem. We don't have that problem. Our kids don't talk. We don't play them games. Our kids know who run the ship, and they contribute in helping running the ship, But we don't play them games in Islam, man. You ain't gonna see no Muslim kids off the chain talking back to them. Nah. You out of here, man. That's the beauty. That's one of the beauties of Islam. But you parents, man, you parents that ain't Muslim, y'all need to get it. Y'all need to get it together. Y'all need to get it for real. Y'all gotta look in the mirror. Stop talking about these kids. Y'all gotta look in the fucking mirror. Yeah. You want to keep blaming the kids. They brains is developing. What's up with your bird brain? You 30, 40, 50 years old, man. Letting these kids run around looking fucking crazy. Ain't teaching them nothing. You know what they're going to get taught in school. Whoever's agenda is talking to them at that moment. You know what I'm saying? That's what education is like in America. So we can stop playing this game. So you better dust your teacher's hat off, dust that joint off, and you got to teach your children, man. Teach them right and wrong. Give them a spiritual base. I'm so sick of these parents out here. Their kids don't have no spiritual base. Kids don't know what they are. You know what I'm saying? Because the parents don't know what the fuck they are. You know what I'm saying? If you Christian, take your kids to church. You Muslim, take your kids to the mosque. You Jewish, take them to the temple. We got to stop this. You're doing shit ass backwards. And that's why you're getting the ass end results you're getting. That's why these little girls getting pregnant younger and younger. That's why they fasten them out. That's why they love Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion and all these wonderful ass role models that y'all run around pumping in your car like, and then you want to sit there and act stupid when your daughter pregnant at 15, 16. You want to act stupid when she talking about she got a boyfriend. But you riding around in the car picking up from school that wet ass pussy. Nah, man. I done seen enough, and I said, listen, I'm going to come tell people what need to be said, man. And you parents need to tighten the fuck up, man. For real. Take it from one parent to another. Y'all need to tighten up, man. You need to protect them babies, man. Your daughters are precious, man. Teach them how dope it is to dress fly. You can dress fly and know how to show your ass and titty. That shouldn't even be a thought as a young girl. Like, what type of mentality is in the household that this young girl feels like it's cool to dress like that? Obviously, it's no fault in the household. You know what I'm saying? The mom is bitter or what, trying to relive her youth, hot girl summer, whatever the fuck else. But listen, these are our babies. You got to protect them, man. You got to nurture them. You got to teach them. You can't let them go out in the fucking street wearing Crocs and goddamn leggings and crop off shirts, belly buttons pierced. Like, everything is just sexualized. Like, why do these girls need their belly button pierced? Like, who should be looking at their stomach? I just be bugging at your logic with a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? But then you sit and look at a lot of these people, a lot of these parents, they single, angry, divorced, ain't gonna get married again with the type of attitude and the type of lifestyle that they live. But they don't want to talk about that. Everything is everybody else's problem. Niggas ain't shit. I'm a single mom struggling this, that, and the third, but you ain't talking about how many dicks you done settled in the last year. Yeah, let's just keep it a buck. I'll keep it a buck, man. And that's why these kids is effed up. Because you out here acting like you still a teenager and you 35, 40. It's a result. It's time to teach your kids, man, so they can be better than you, man. My two older children are college graduates, so on paper they're better than me as far as education. That's cool with me. I'm super proud of them. I want my two younger ones to be better than me. Parenting is something that I enjoy. It's stressful, it's head scratching and all of those things, but I love the fact when I hear my son say, Dad, when it's my time to teach them something, my time to correct them. I love that. You know what I'm saying? Because one day I'm not going to be here with them. And what I teach them, inshallah, will carry them on in life the way they teach their children. I always tell them, the things I'm showing you and teaching you, you make sure you teach your kids. And they all say, okay, Dad, we got it. We understand. Yeah, there's no greater job for a human, man, and parents is flunking this joint exponentially. Y'all flunking this out. It's crazy at the level y'all flunking. You're not even close to passing. You're not even close, man. So, let this be a wake-up call, man, to the parents, man. And like I said, if a hurt dog howl, I'm not here to make friends and all that, man. I'm here to speak the truth, man. I'm here to speak the truth and leave breadcrumbs, man, that I did something beneficial, man. That's what I do on the Oddcast. So I like to do beneficial things, man. So, on that note, man, I got to go check on this red snapper. I just had to let y'all know. Parents just don't understand, so y'all got to tighten up, man. Y'all got to tighten up. You got to do better. And if you knew better, you do better. And then you know. You know what I'm saying? Protect them babies, man. Teach them babies, man. Then be their friend, man, when you see them replicate what you taught them. All that other goofy shit, that ratchet shit, it got to go, man. That ain't what parenting is about, man. All right? So remember, protector, provider, teacher, then be their friend. All that other shit, nah, that ain't it, man. Stop imitating these other races and what do they do. You want to imitate somebody, imitate the Asians, imitate the Muslims. Look how they raise their kids. Yeah, imitate them Asians and Muslims. They don't play. Kids going to Harvard, getting accepted in five or six Ivy League schools. Yeah, they don't play that. Because of the family structure, man. We got to get back to that. Parents in America, you got to get back to that, man. Or you're going to continually lose these generation of kids to crazier and crazier things. So on that note, man, Assalamu alaikum, rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. A peace to all my non-Muslim brothers and sisters. I love y'all, man. Tell a friend, like and subscribe to the Oddcast, my YouTube channel. D-A, the Oddcast. I'm out of here, man. Peace.